Hello, my name's Paul Drawdy. I'm the county administrator here in Wayne County. I wanted to come today and just talk to you a little bit about SPLOST 5 that's coming up. I've invited Sheriff Chuck Moseley to come sit with me, mainly because you may have heard about the three projects, the main projects that the county wants to do, which is the courthouse annex, the multipurpose ag center, and the pool/community center. But with having Chuck Moseley here, the sheriff of Wayne County, I wanted you, Sheriff, to maybe talk to the public about not only what the new courthouse annex means to the Sheriff's Department, but then I would also like you to talk a little bit about SPLOST 4 itself, what it's meant to the Sheriff's Department, and then obviously what SPLOST 5, not just the courthouse annex, but what it'll mean to the Sheriff's Department going forward as far as equipment for your men.
Yes, the new courthouse annex is something that's definitely needed. The old courthouse, it's historical, and the things that would have to be done to allow for proper security and to restrict the movements would damage the old building. This new building, we'll be able to restrict the movements. We'll be able to control all the traffic going in through one entrance so that we can have the security that's necessary for the courthouse security, because it is an important issue. In the old courthouse, there's 4 different entrances. The clerk of the court's office is behind the old courthouse. This new building, the way that they've got it designed now, will be a massive savings over what was actually projected in the beginning.
That's right.
But we'll still accomplish everything that we need to accomplish with courthouse security.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Sheriff, but as a matter of fact, I think that original project they had talked about was something like 41, 42 million.
Yes.
And now what they're looking at is that they've got 10 million set aside for it, but hoping to actually maybe even spend less than that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this building, in my humble opinion, the courthouse we've got has lasted for over 100 years.
Yeah. So
with this addition and the way that it'll connect the buildings, we'll still be able to utilize the buildings we have, but this should last for years to come.
Yeah.
And with the SPLOST, I think it's probably been touched on by several of the people that spoke to y'all, but every penny, every dollar that's spent in Wayne County, there'll be a 1 cent tax that'll go to the SPLOST.
Yep.
This is a continuation, and especially business owners and property owners, this is very important, because things that are needed, such as this annex, such as the vehicles and equipment that was bought with SPLOST 4, this continuation will continue to allow for those things to be done. We, SPLOST 4, I've actually looked at the totals. We got 6 new vehicles, 7 used vehicles, and then all of the equipment to outfit them. And I'm sure, I know there's people out there that's questioning us buying used vehicles. During the pandemic, ordering special vehicles for law enforcement, it turned into a waiting list. They was more interested in selling to the general public because it could make more money. There was times we actually waited on 4 of these trucks over a year.
Yep.
So that's the explanation for using buying the used vehicles, and actually we saved money and got some good vehicles. But this SPLOST will make it where the security at the courthouse will be the best that it's been. We can restrict the movement, keep everybody safe that's there, from the inmates all the way through to the jurors and the judges. And continuing this SPLOST will save Wayne Countyans, because the thing good about a SPLOST, somebody comes from Long County into Wayne,
Yep.
and they spend money, they're helping with our taxes.
Yep.
And it'll greatly reduce the taxes having to be increased.
Good. Thank you, Sheriff. I appreciate you joining me today.
Thank you, sir.
And thank y'all.